They're streaming. Come on. Come on. They're streaming. Say my connection's excellent. Is that true? Damn, it's hot here. Okay. I thought I was streaming for the past like 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe. I don't know, something like that. I think it was 30 minutes. Um, but I was not. I was not streaming. Um, the fuck. Okay. But I'll give a basic update what's been going on. So basically, uh, shattered Grand Abbot. Um, I don't want to keep that guy, I think, or something like him. And then I gotta plug my phone off. Oh, I'm winded. It's hot as shit in here. Um, do something like him. Um, because I want something esoteric for like the leaders. Um, and then uh, so that um, this idea that like okay, the well, it might be a little bit too direct. It might be better to have like an in between, but like oracles um are vying for the position of Grand Abbot. Um, that's why being able to like talk to the memories or be able to like see the memories of the Shattered Grand Abbot is so like important. It makes you like prestigious. Um, but I wonder if the story might be better if we add another layer to it. So instead of like saying like, oh, like we can become the Grand Abbot, right? If it might be better if we say, oh, um, we can like I don't know, man, like become something even like higher than the Grand Abbot. Um, so uh, maybe that like somehow relates to the dungeon or the people. Um, like uh, save like you can save the or like you can like go to another like plane of existence. Like you can transcend like you'll be able to have you like godhood almost, right? But not like the word godhood. Um, but something else. Something that I would only be able to understand it as near godhood, but something distinct enough to where you wouldn't know. Like maybe it has to do with something with the land, you know. So, hmm, I don't want to get too Elden Ringy. What sounds the most fun? Sort of walking around right now. Think. Um, grooving too much in the music. But Shattered Oracle or Shattered Grand Abbot. Boom. What if there was something like I need something to have happen that really fucked up the land, right? Like something like as much as I'd love to just call it like the shattering, I feel like there needs to be something more like just carnal, something more fantastical than like the shattering. Honestly, it's not. It's just too JRPG. It's too like Japanese MMO, or like Eastern MMO. It's too Throne and Liberty. So shattering, like I want the world to be kind of inviting, but I see this is oxymoron. I've created an oxymoron. I don't know how to navigate through. So I want the world to be inviting. Like I want you to look out here and you're like, wow, this place is so cool. Like what's in this building? What's here? Who's this? Who's that? Like stuff like that. But I don't want it to be like I want there to be like a dark undertone of like, oh, world's gonna end up. And that's not. I don't know if that's something that maybe I should push. Maybe that's something I should push for, like in the future. Like so, it's like, oh, like the world's gonna end. Like if you make it end, you know, like the city can turn into like can turn from this wonderland to like uh French Civil War, like in like in the time that you have your player character. Um that could be an interesting angle. Um I guess this would be what people call like dystopian like dark dystopian fantasy or something like that. Probably it's so fucking hot in here. Holy shit. I'm gonna die. It's so hot in the building. No AC. Oh, oh. So I bought that like bubbly drink. It sucks. Why nobody tell me it sucked, bro? Damn, bro. Ain't nobody tell me it sucked. Okay. Let me get a drink from vending machine. I think I might get maybe a Coca-Cola. I have water here, so I get a Coca-Cola. Sweating the storm. This is an average day in California. What is on my finger? I don't know, but I'm going off. Whatever it is. Oh my god, a cold drink. Holy shit. Life was brought back to me. Oh. Okay. What do I do here? Damn, my tummy big. A fat ass. It's on my stomach on the webcam. Damn. Should not be drinking a Coca Cola. Um. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. Um. The world is seeking guidance. Like the people of the world are seeking guidance on how to keep it, like, how to keep it surviving. There's this like something has made it to where nature is dying, life is no longer persisting. Like humans, like the world is ending, and people are seeking guidance from higher beings. Okay, this guidance is like they're seeking guidance from higher beings. This is the civilization of hope. Um, and for some reason, life does sort of exist here. Um, and is the edge of the world. There's this giant wall, like a unbelievably tall, like impasse, maybe. But then why don't people start populating the dungeon itself? Like, there should be like houses and hideouts and shelters and shit inside of the dungeon. Why don't they just do that? Why don't they do that in Danmachi? Wait a minute. Like, there's just the idea that it's unsafe to you can only do it in like safe zones. Okay. The abbot's daughter. Okay, this is some weird shit that I kind of like. So basically, the Grand Abbot's child was a god, and the goal of becoming the Grand Abbot is to basically, like, if you are an oracle, you are eligible to become a Grand Abbot, and so you're like getting these adventurers to try to find a champion, but you're trying to find you're trying to basically make one of them your like child, um, and this child of one of your children will become like a a deity, right? And they will be able to call upon you, the deity, for their own desires, basically. Um, I like this. I like that. Okay. Um, doesn't answer like the world questions, whatnot. But okay, so the Grand Abbot, the Shattered Grand Abbot, he had a daughter, and maybe he had a son, and his son killed him, and okay, how do we make this? What like, I like this. I like this. What I just thought of. Well, like, what if? How do I expand upon the current great? Because this is the Shattered Grand Abbot's going to have a really complex, sort of sophisticated story. But let me write down what I just said. Um, and it's just going to take a while to. It's going to take a while to get that working. Um, so uh, the position of Grand Abbot uh, uh, allows the Grand Abbot to bear a child, a child, a child god. This is not a literal child. This is not a biological child of theirs, but a adoptive one. There is a mountain. Grand Abbot of the past died before he could conquer said mountain. In this case, like the dungeon. Like when he died. When he died, apocalypse of sorts happened. Terrible storms, acid rain. Oh, wait. Grand Abbot, the once dead Grand Abbot, things were good. Like this was a stable city. Everything was good and chilling. Um, but then the Grand Abbot dies, and it's like, oh my goodness, the 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 curse is spreading across the land. Like we gotta. Oh no, we need a new Grand Abbot, basically. But this is something that's kept under wraps by city, maybe, and so they have, like, the city sort of encouraged anybody that could hear the voice of the Grand Abbot to, or of the Shattered Grand Abbot, to anyone who could hear his voice, like these oracles, they encourage them to, like, make guilds, to, like, go through the dungeon and sort of follow the words, and everybody else sees it as like a status thing, but only like the city, like, representatives know that, like, oh, like the curse that, like, plagued the land is now plaguing us and is going to plague us soon if we don't do anything about it. Maybe. I don't like that as much. Feels a little too JRPG-ish. But that might not be a bad thing in this case. It's not bad. I just feel like it could be better, you know? Like, also, it's like just like a really fucking big thing to hide. Um, hmm. Okay, okay, all right. Peep this, peep this, peep this. All right, the shattered. Oh, my mic is peaking so much. I didn't realize. Or I'll turn it down a little bit. There we go. All right, peep. Oh shit. The shattered Grand Abbot led humanity towards this strange, distant land. He led them to this place where there is now a city. But this place was to this strange, distant land in order to escape a great calamity. More on that later. But the destination was place with this mysterious wall, the earth. You're tunneling through the rock for years. They created a network, passages, and cracks which led to the other side. More land, habited, plain, oh, it's 30 minutes. repeat. I'm feeling good, so we're gonna keep on going. 30 minutes, basically. I believe this is working. 30 minutes of writing and like trying to write. If I'm feeling good after 30 minutes, we'll try again. We'll keep going until the timer. Until I like call it quits, I guess. Okay, this is good, but it can be better. I don't know how to quite make it better, but I do think this is good. It's not great or perfect. I mean, it's good enough, I think. Um, Destination was a place. Okay, so basically, giant wall. Okay, this is where they're like, okay, we need to get through this in order to like, save humanity, basically. And they start breaking through it. Boom, boom. They mine. They're John Henry and that bitch. Boom, 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 boom. And as they mine, They sort of like they mine for like let's say a couple years or like a year before they like, no, not a year, like 7 months. After mining through, or after like they start mining through, what they find is like these like tunnels and like this network of tunnels that's already here. And there's like monsters in here. Um, and then they they like sort of navigate through, and they find an end. And when they reach the end, they fail to like they're like, oh my goodness, there's like a sky, for instance. There's like strange monsters here too, but like there's like a sky and land and all this stuff. Like we can live here, but um they don't realize that it's actually still the the wall itself. And so you go like further and further through the wall, and that's the dungeon. and it just looks like bizarre. Um, I'll have to, and it's like from a writing perspective. I feel like there should be a higher standard of writing that I should be trying to achieve here that I'm not achieving, or I'm not pursuing. Um, and instead, I'm sort of lazily following this concept of like a stereotypical anime fantasy dungeon. Um, hmm. They break out. Boom. Uh. Uh. Um, I think my aesthetic is. I think the aesthetic of the game is off. I think that's honestly what's getting me. Is the aesthetic of the game is not. It's not. Like I'm not writing for any specific aesthetic of game, and that's not good. Like we need to be writing for an aesthetic of a game, and that aesthetic should be more like inviting. It can be sophisticated, like it can have like depth and be creative, but it has to be very inviting. Um, like most of the time, and with like only strange, bizarre secrets other times. Um, so keeping it simple, like Abbott goes on voyage. Boom. Um, leads to these lands. Um, how does he die? And like that's kind of like what is the shadow? Like what is the shattering for the abbot? Um, like what shatters the abbot? Why is it significant? Things like that. Um, like who shattered the abbot, or what shattered the abbot? Maybe he shattered himself. Abbott shattered himself, and a door opened. Boom. Okay, and the abbot doesn't know what. The abbot shatters himself. Boom! A door like opened. Um, and this is the path you need to go on. Boom. Basically, you find these doors, pass through them, and the abbot was like, "You will, be able to like humanity will find like freedom or something like that." Um, and so he kills himself. Boom, and these doors open, and inside you will find freedom. There's like more and more doors, but like why? Like he needs to. Whatever he tells them, basically he tells them that like, hey, on the other, like after I do this, you will find the thing that will save humanity and bring you like bring us freedom, right? And so then there's these monsters, right? And these monsters like have um these monsters okay, these monsters have like they have these crystals in them, right? And people are like, oh my god, like these like they're like, what the they kill like a monster in like one of these tunnels. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? And they like pick it up. They're like, what is this thing? And what they find is like they're like, this is a crystal, and they bring it back and they send it to somebody who can appraise the crystal, and they're like, I don't know what this is, and then people they get like some magic guy who can appraise the crystal, and they're like, oh my god, this is something that we can use to like save save ourselves. Um, and so the kind of goal is to just go out, get these crystals, and use them to like save people. Um, but the uh, getting a little weird. It's like what? Gosh, damn it! I wish I could have somebody help me. Ugh. All right, I'm walking back to my laptop now. What's going on? Nobody here. Okay, I think the delay got increased. I'm still not sitting back on the left. Okay, yeah. Play isn't too bad then. We'll see. Oh, where did I put my drink? It's only been a few seconds. It's just awkwardly silent at the wheel. Oh well. Like what? What about these monsters, right? Like what is the significance of these crystals? Why? Like what are they? How are they? Like why do they have value? Why do people pay for them? Like, in fact, just what are the monsters in general, right? Like, Thing is, everything should have. I think everything should have an explanation. I genuinely do. I think everything should have an explanation, right? Why did he leave them there? I think I'm hitting a wall. I've hit a wall. Okay. I've hit a wall, gentlemen. What do we do about this? I don't know. I don't know. Um. I need to define aesthetic.
What's your story? Why'd they throw you in? Look, usually I'm the guy who gives the Greenbloods the rundown. But a rock slide cut us off from the valley, so I have other things on my mind right now. Just try to find somewhere well sheltered. Our boys sighted a shadow beast near the canyon. Wait, a real shadow beast? In the flesh. One of the many things in this place just waiting to rip you to pieces.
Wait a second. You're the guy they just tossed in, aren't you? Now, one of our crew, Jorik, has gone missing. Someone saw him climbing around this canyon here, but so far, nothing.
Last time I saw him, he went on about how their god was talking to him in his sleep.
That god. Is he real?
Hmm. Oh no, guys, I'm slumped. Hmm. I think I'm just deciding on using a more lighthearted tonal aesthetic. Um, for most of the story writing with a dark undertone. So on the surface, everything's pretty light and straightforward. So we're in Abbott, dies to reveal this passage, and he reveals this, door that leads to these new lands with new monsters, or with strange creatures, and these creatures can be like killed, and they have a strange constitution. And this, when you kill them, they have these crystals. These crystals can be used to protect the city, um, to like help fuel make protective equipment uh, against elements of the outside. Um, they use them in harvest and agriculture to help bring new life to the world. They use them for damn near everything. They have value this way, and are seemingly the key the abbot was talking about. Okay, I got a phone call and my alarm went off at the same time. So 2 seconds. Oomsie klapse, oomsie klatse, oomsie klatse, oomsie klatse, oomsie klatse. I'm back. Oomsie klatse, oomsie klatse, oomsie klatse. And what was talking about? Um, this is pretty straightforward. Um, hey, let me get rid of this. Um, Man, I want to play some League of Legends. Oh, I gotta go soon. Probably got like an hour. I probably shouldn't play and spend that hour writing. Man, I want to play some League of Legends. My goodness. Can a poor boy play some League of Legends? Oh my God. Can you shake a poor sinner's hand? Okay. I think that's basically it for the Grand Abbot. Um, audio streams current bitrate is 0. Hello? Hello? Okay,
Hello?
so what does this sound like? Okay,
Hello?
so what does this sound like? Okay, so what does this sound like? Okay, so what does this sound like? Okay, what about music? This is gonna be hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, what about music? This is gonna be hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, what about music? This is gonna be hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, what about music? Wait, just keep playing for a moment. Wait, just keep playing for a moment. Wait, just keep playing for a moment. Okay, that's not so bad. Man, YouTube tripping, bro. YouTube, GoTube, tripping. In the shave. Okay, I think this is it for the. Yeah, let's lock this in, bro. Let's lock this in. Let's see. I'm curious if I want to rename this. I need to find out why, like, what this apocalypse is and how it relates to, like, what is the apocalypse? You know, why is it here? What started it? It can be like a curse on the land, but like, what exactly is it? You know, and how did it come to be? Um, hmm. There's another. What if that's like a separate piece of the puzzle? They're presented as whispers. Apocalypse. Is it there? I think that's how you spell it. Something caused the apocalypse. Um, being the city. Mongered. Okay.
My headset died. I think that was the final straw. Not only have I been in a slump, thinking about what this apocalypse is, what I wanted to be. What'll be the most fun? But my headset just died, so I think I'm gonna stop streaming. I made some good progress today, so I'm not upset. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the progress I made. I'll try to get some more work done on it tonight. But yeah.